Several years ago, I was going through a time in my life when it was rock bottom. It felt like everything, every single part of my life had crashed down around me. And I don't know that every single part of my life actually did, because you know how that works, right? Like one big thing crashes and then it seems like all the other things are falling apart. And like maybe they were. Some of them for sure. And I got through it because of faith. That's the only explanation that makes any sense, even though we know sometimes that doesn't make sense. But I remember having this moment where, number one, I surrendered. Like, I remember thinking to myself, well, I might have to accept the worst in this situation. And I somehow got okay with it. Not that I wanted the worst to happen, of course, but I just sort of had this quiet acceptance, like, that might be the thing. That might be the thing, and you're gonna just have to be somehow okay with it. Might be the thing. And then from there, I had this movement inside of me, and I heard this voice deep in my spirit. And it said, "What do you want?" You know, like in the Notebook when he's like, "What do you want?" It was like that. That's so loud in my spirit. And I thought, well, what do I have to lose? Like, Rock Bottom and I are besties right now, so okay. And I remember writing down exactly what I wanted. That made absolutely no sense. Rationally, in the physical world, made absolutely no sense that could happen. None. But again, I was like, well, all right, this is what I want. And then I just kept taking steps forward. I would get an intuitive impulse and I would move forward on it, even if it made, especially if it made no sense. And there were some doozies that made no sense. But I just trusted. I was so in tune with my body. I was meditating. And I think because of the heightened stress levels, I was very aware of my body anyway. I wasn't dissociating from the sensations. I was like fully aware. And I was able to sense, this is the next thing you have to do. And I did it. So I surrendered. And then I followed the steps. And then, anytime fear, the nasty little voice in my head that would say, it's not going to work out. How do you think, like, you're done. You're done for. It's not going to work out. How would you ever think it's going to work out? You don't deserve it. All those things. Or that adrenaline rush, like it just like grips you and makes you like catch your breath because it's so profound and so terrifying. Anytime those things would hit, I would pause and I would just go, I cast this fear on the Christ within and I go free. Everything is always working out for me. I think I got that from Florence Scovel Shinn, by the way. But that saying just resonated with me. It's not the saying, right? It's a saying that clicked for me. And it did all work out, better than I could have imagined. Like, far better. So, if you're going through it, and everything's crashing, or so it seems, what do you want? What is your heart telling you really want? Get clear on that. Follow the nudges, and come back to faith.